Drivin with Dixon. Wednesday nights here on 5AA. Charlie Dixon, Sam Daddo. Charlie, a bit's happened since the last time we've chatted.
Yeah, a little bit has happened actually. I've retired from football.
Now, is this all forms of footy or just AFL for now? Or
I think it's just
worked it out
AFL for now, but oh my God, that actually sounds horrible if I was going to go play local footy. But I don't know. I've got to go away from my sister's wedding, so I'm going to go and try and relax and not think about too much about what I'm trying to do next. But yeah, I don't know. Who knows? I'm pretty keen to just do as much of the car stuff as I can. I'll probably try and ramp that up even more now. Now I've got a bit more time. It's a bit of a weird one, you know. Like you go from doing this for, I don't know, when I got signed to the Gold Coast in 2008, and then you're 2024 and this is it, and you're like, all right, well, now what am I going to do? I'm like, and then you're like, my whole like life was sort of, you know, well, it was football, it was everything, and even like to the point of like eating, and you're doing this for this and all that sort of stuff. So there's the genuine meaning and purpose in like what you do in every step of your life. So it's trying to work out how to channel all that sort of I guess disciplines and all that other stuff into actually life in what my next step is, because I've always said it's just like I'm excited to actually start my life, and like not that football hasn't given me a life, but it has been
second phase.
Yeah, but it has been everything of my life, and as much as I like I've got this, or I've got all the car stuff, it's always been the main part of your life, and moving forward, and the whole time it's like, all right, well now what am I going to do? It's like, do I go and get a normal job? And I'm like, actually, I don't think I'd mind that, like even like I speak to a few mates, they're earth movers and all that sort of stuff, and it's like, well, I could just go do that, and then like still do my car stuff, maybe scale it back a bit and just do normal things. And then also I look at it and I go, well, I want to get into this car stuff, like I want to go to all the car meets. So all your summer nuts and Rocky nuts, northern nuts and red centre nuts, and I'd love to be able to get a prime mover, load all my cars up and just go to each and every one and do some racing and go to all the main performance shops and just document the whole thing and just have fun and try and get as much footage as I can and do all that sort of stuff as well. But it's like, same time, it's, I've been so healthy, or sort of healthy, trained and every day and all this sort of stuff. And it's like, what am I going to do? Do I still have a routine? Do I still do this sort of stuff? Because I still love going to the gym and doing all that sort of stuff. So, and I can blow out like the best of us. So it'll take me 2 weeks and I'll be at 120 kegs with no sort of fitness. So if I want to get the Monaro drag times down, I'm going to have to keep the weight off.
That's a good incentive.
Yeah.
So you kicked off with the Gold Coast back in 2011. You came across here, now 2024. Obviously, you were playing footy well before getting into the AFL. So, as you said, it's all consuming.
Yeah.
When you look back on your AFL career, is there anything you think you're most proud of, or, geez, that was good? Or is there a one game you just thought, geez, I couldn't do any wrong?
I don't know. It's hard to, reflect in this sort of, I guess, short period of time as well. But, you have games where, like, definitely everything, like there is certain things that where you're like, it is my day and there's not much that's going to stop me apart from myself, I guess. That I had a few days up in the Gold Coast where, going and you're like kicking goals, and it didn't matter where you marked it from, you were having a shot and all that sort of stuff, and you had that sort of confidence. And then a couple of games against Port, with Port as well, like we have those. I mean, my first final against West Coast, and where like I actually felt like I was sort of watching myself, I guess.
Yeah.
Like it didn't matter what I did, wherever I was, where the ball was, it was sort of coming my way. Didn't manage to kick very straight that game, but had a lot of the footy and, kicked 3 goals, 6, and we lost by overtime after the siren. So that was one of the games where the ball was just always near me. So there was certain games like that stick out in your mind, of course, and half the reason you lose as well, so they're always going to hang about a little bit stronger. But yeah, no, the whole journey, I guess, and the people that you meet as well, and it's just such a it's hard to explain because it's such a tense environment and everyone's competing to to win and all that sort of stuff, and for us to get close again and this year and not really quite get there, and then it sort of be my last go, and you look at it and you look and all you can really feel at the moment is disappointment that, you know, you watch. I didn't really watch the grand final, but you watch the celebrations afterwards and you're like, shit, would have been nice to feel that at least once. But sometimes that's the way it goes, you know, like you know, some blokes don't even play finals, and then, you know, they have a 10 to 12 year career or whatever, and they never play finals. So yeah, I mean, you've just got to try and, you know, look at it for what it was and what the journey was, and the people that I met, and you know, what I went through, what my body went through, my mind went through, and all that sort of stuff. And you just got to. I'm still very raw at the moment, I guess, and I wasn't sure like if that was if it was going to be it, but yeah, I guess it was, and that's the way it is. I've made the call, and but I know I've rinsed myself of everything. Maybe mainly my mind, probably more than anything. I think, you know, my body's obviously copped a fair bit of shit over the years, of breaking bones and ankles and faces and all that sort of stuff, and the little things that people don't sort of understand what a footballer or a professional athlete goes through. But yeah, I mean, I've rinsed myself of everything, and you know, I know there's not many stones that I sort of haven't unturned with the way I've sort of played footy and gone about it, where probably shouldn't have played a few games where I was still out there. So, and it maybe could have given me a little bit more, but I'm sure I'll look back on it in a few weeks or a few months' time and go, I'm pretty happy with my decision. So, but yeah.
Last question before we head to the break, and we will be talking about cars after the break. End of 2015, you leave the Gold Coast Suns, you come to Port Adelaide. What was that decision process like? Were there other clubs interested? Did you always want to come to Adelaide? Because now, as you see, you're quite plugged into the car scene. Yeah. You're Charlie Dixon. We know you for the car guy as well as the footy player.
Yeah.
So that decision to come here, was it, I'm assuming links to Ken, because obviously he coached up at the Suns, but was there anything else going on then?
No. So like I had offers from Brisbane, like big offers from Brisbane back then. I think there was maybe Fremantle, and I know there was a Melbourne club, St Kilda maybe. No, that was early days. Maybe there was another Melbourne club. Yeah, I knew Ken. That was about it, you know. And like I came here and spent 5 days here, and I was sort of like, what is this place, you know? Like,
did you spend time here when it was a bit warmer?
Yeah, well, I did. That was sort of through,
that helped.
Yeah, through the pre-season and stuff like that. But I didn't like it at all, to be honest, and I didn't really have much. You know, like had me and my dog Otis. That was about it. And you know, I mean, you inherit sort of 40 new mates straight away, but at the same time, you got to try and make your own way. And yeah, no, I had no idea what it was, and then had my first winter, and I remember just going, felt like every time I woke up, I'd walk outside and it'd be raining, and I was like, what the hell's going on in this place? Like this isn't normal. It can't be. And I remember going, I signed a 5-year deal. So I was like, I'm doing 5 years and I'm going back to the Gold Coast. And then I've been here 9 years now, and I ain't going nowhere. Fully into the car scene, and love Adelaide and love the hills. That's the main reason I'm still here.
And of course, it is Driving with Dixon. We will chat about cars. We'll take a quick break. Thank you, Charlie, for that. All thanks to Louver House. We'll be back shortly.
This is Drivin with Dixon on Adelaide's 5AA.
That it is. Welcome back to Driving with Dixon. Wednesday nights here on 5AA. Sam Data, Charlie Dixon. Charlie, plenty coming up in the next few weeks.
There is plenty coming up, that's for sure. We have registrations closed 4th of October, and there are only 5 spots left for the DWD and the Adelaide Rally Show and Shine. So get in there, guys, and if you want to be a part of that, go and register on that. Yeah.
Outside of the big ones, outside of Adelaide 500, the rally and all that, is there any local stuff that you're looking forward to, just heading just to the bend, to the drags or whatever?
I'm just really keen to get out in the car again and get some seat time in all of them, I guess. Like, hopefully we can have the Hilux is going to be a quick one to do as well. So when I get back there, we'll slip into that one, and then hopefully by the time I get back, the Monaro's ready to go. Surely they're the main ones, I guess. But yeah, definitely getting out and about and making sure my cars are clean, I guess, as well. Like Loretta's, she's just cops the most. She's the daily at the minute. And then the XR6, I was working on that the other day. So pulled the head off that. The boys there are going to clean that up, and then they're going to then hopefully put that back together as well. So that's another one, because I'm pretty keen to sort of see how that goes.
Yeah, what's the plans for that one?
Down the quarter mile. I
Okay.
want to try and run that down there, and then also race it against the Hilux once it's once it's done. So, and that's just, and have like battles, I guess, and then challenges. Do some challenges in that as well with the boys. So I think that's going to be a good car, and now it'll be sort of strong enough to sort of handle about 330, 340, rear wheel kilowatt, and with a good trans behind it, and it'll be good fun. But there's plenty happening. The Supercross as well. I'm hopefully, so I'll be over in Melbourne for that, where Jet and Hunter are going there, and then doing hopefully the celebrity race as well on the 110s. So we've got to try and work out how we do that.
How do you go on a bike?
Yeah, I'm all right. I was riding one yesterday.
Okay.
I'm sort of mucking around. I got a heap of sort of clean feel that's not that clean that I thought I was getting dropped off. And so I was mucking around with that on the little 110. And now that I'm not playing, I'm going to go to Fink next year. And I'm going to try and do it the following year, so 2026. I reckon it'll be like the last year. So I'm going to try and do a bit of a training program and hopefully get some people behind it and help me sort of work out what I'm doing. Most of my mates, a few of my mates have done it as well, and they said they're going to do it again. So I'm going to have a bit of a training program and try get into the Fink and try and complete it. Not really, I mean, it's funny, the boys say, yeah, you say that you're not going to race and all that sort of stuff, but it is a race. And then when you get out there, I'm like, yeah, but the difference is like you guys grew up on motorbikes, and I have always sort of been on two wheels, push bikes and sort of motorbikes here and there, but not sort of grown up and raced a desert race, that's for sure.
So you're going away for a few weeks. Bit going on with the Bathurst 1000 will be on.
I know.
Austin will be on the first race without Danny Ricciardo. That'll be, I think, the weekend you get back. And then as soon as you get back, you're going to hit the ground running because there's a lot to come up in Adelaide. You were talking about how the show and shine, you've only got a few spots left.
Yeah.
Any more headway made on this pre-Adelaide 500 event?
That's still, definitely going to be going
bubbling
ahead.
along?
So I'm catching up with V tomorrow before I shoot out, and we're going to be sort of nutting out all the logistics of that. So, but yeah, there's still plenty to get done, I guess. But yeah, definitely as soon as I get back, it's tidy the shed up. I'm going to try and cut the trees out at the shed as well, and make it a lot nicer, and just clean the place up and do some more painting, which I love, and make it a bit of a cool hangout as well, and get that sort of, hopefully the ticketed sort of event that we're going to have there on the Tuesday, I think it is, before it all kicks off, I guess. So it's going to be a big month, November. I've got every weekend sort of penciled in from November, so got to see how we go there. And
And before we wrap up, have we got an update of the shed up at your place? Are we done? Are we almost done?
Almost done.
Almost done.
Kitchen's going in next week.
Whoa.
Which is great. We have the stairs going in today. Solar's all done on the roof. Painter's coming back this week. Hopefully we can get some doors swung and just sort of finish up some, I guess, what's going on. And by the time we get back, won't be far off sort of moving in, I guess. It's, not far at all, to be honest. So
Plenty going on.
Plenty going on. It's, plenty. It's wild.
That it is. So you enjoy your break.
Try my best.
We will chat to you in a couple of weeks' time. All thanks to Louver House, the leaders in transforming your outdoor space into a great entertainment area with an opening and closing roof. 3 weeks? 2 weeks? Anyway, we'll see you then.
Will do.
So stick around after the 7 o'clock news. Leith Forest.